Am I live on YouTube? I feel like a grandfather with, I'm not a cat. Anyway, hey, welcome everybody. Thanks for coming out to the second annual Karen Volpe birthday celebration. I'll probably do this every May because, it's fun to remember Karen. It's fun to watch clips like that where she was hilarious. And so I've got a bunch more of those and still nothing over on YouTube. What a treat. Thank you. It's great to have technology in your corner. And it waited until I pressed go live to tell me the YouTube link has been deleted. What a treat. Well, anyway, hopefully people jump over to the Facebook page where it seems like we got a handful of people watching. So, good. Yes. Holly, I see you're in the comments. Please go to that YouTube page if you get the chance and tell people, go over to Facebook. So that's where, wait, Brad has a link. Oh, look at the community coming together. Is this a thing? All right. Brad, that's good. I like that there's a link of sorts where you guys might be able to watch on YouTube. Why would you do that, though? Because you're here on Facebook now. This is fun. All right, so there's going to be some adult humor tonight, so kids, if you're watching, tough shit. Also, chime in with the comments. I'm going to try and address them throughout the show and see what the heck is going on. But I'm juggling a lot here. This is StreamYard. And I don't know if you've ever dealt with StreamYard before, but it's not just, hey, talk to your friends. It's run a show. So there's video, as you saw. There's links. There's other stuff I'm going to be running throughout this. So we'll see how it goes. Let's see. First up, let's do this. I'm going to share. And let's see if we can share this. Nope, that's not what I want to share. Anyway, if you're not following along with Karen throughout the rest of the year, do go to the Karen's Army Facebook page. We had a great logo created by Janine the Machine. I'd love to show it to you, but this is difficult. And you know what I could do? Maybe I can bring it up in the thing over here, and everyone's just watching me fumble. Isn't that fun? What a treat. Let's do this. Let's bring up this and see if that gets the job done. All right. The Karen's Army thing. No, not going to happen. You're not going to do it just for me. Let's see. Nope. This is really fun. All right, so if you go to Karen's Army page, it's basically where everything is fun on the internet. If you like dog posts, if you like Bill Murray news, what's going on with the new Ghostbusters movie, anything like that, go to the Karen's Army Facebook page. And also on there, of course, we have raised a lot of money for the Karen Volpe Preston Legacy Fund Scholarship. So there's money that we've been making there that's going to a good cause. And let's see. We're working on, I want to show you some of the merch. This is a Karen's Army mask, just like so. I've been wearing that during the pandemic. Hopefully not so much more, but they've been out there to raise some money. Karen's Army hat was the latest thing I got. I think that's pretty sharp. I like the purple. And again, Janine the Machine, fantastic Janine from the Movie Trivia Schmodown, one of my partners over there, has developed all this, including the wording and the logo, which I wish I could show you. But I do need some help. So there is, my God, I mean, I can't show anything on here. This is when I need Andy Enninger, who was here last year helping me out. And he was the guy to run all this stuff for me. Can it be in the corner? Let's see. Maybe it'll pop up in the corner. Bink! There it is. It's really tiny. The Karen's Army logo. So that's that. And here is something else I'm interested in putting together. If you guys remember Alexis on Schitt's Creek, she wore a necklace that had an A on it, and you can't see that either because it's really, really small. And that necklace was had an A, and what we're trying to do is put together an ABP necklace. And so to support Always Be producing the thing that Karen was known for saying, and that has inspired a lot of people doing a lot of things, which is really cool. And so if anybody knows where to get little letters that you can put on a necklace so we can make an ABP, even a hashtag ABP would be great. I need the help of Karen's Army for that. I've looked online and all I found are gold ones, and every one that you see is really expensive. Like it's a big A that is not cheap. So I don't need a gold-plated, really expensive A. I just need letters that aren't going to leave green marks on you. We can string them on a necklace and make ABP necklaces and sell those to raise money for the scholarship as well. So that's going on over at Karen's the Karen's Army Facebook page. Big. See, no, it's over there. All right. Let's talk about something else for Karen. It's I want to talk about her involvement with the movie guys, because I never really talked about that a year ago. She was crucial to the whole thing. She helped me create the name. She had, seen that a lot of people sounded pretty stuffy when it came to talking about movies, and we were actually pretty casual and chill. So she thought the movie guys seemed like an accessible name for a group of people talking about movies. And so she helped come up with that name. So naturally, she was involved in everything right from the start. We did a number of shows for something called the Movie Showcast. Now, the Movie Showcast was a long-running comedy show. We did over 200 episodes, and it involved guests and original jokes and sketches and all sorts of nonsense. And it always ended with Karen's birthdays. Now, a year ago, I said I was going to be putting together all of these Karen's birthdays clips and putting them out on the web as individual clips of just her segments. So you can watch the 90-minute show of the old Showcast, or if you just want to see Karen, 4 to 7 minutes, maybe 8 if she's on a roll. That was easy to do now on the on our website. So I made a whole separate playlist for that. So if you go to the youtube.com/the movie guys, you can see a playlist full of Karen's birthdays. That's been going pretty well. I think I've put up 37 of them in the last year. That's almost every week. And so, I wanted to write an article. Here's the thing. When you have a loss like this, you're never going to get over somebody, but you can, I think, in a year, get your shit together. So everything I was talking about doing last year didn't always get done. I had lofty ambitions for launching all these different projects. I got a bunch of them done, but after the year, I realized no need to beat yourself up. And so that's one thing that did happen was I put out a lot of these Karen's birthdays clips. So, and I like the clip at the top of the show too. Karen's reviewing Sex and the City 2. Be sure while you're at the Movie Guys YouTube page to check out her review of the Bill Murray movie Get Low. Shock, she liked it. And let's take a look at what Karen's birthdays sounds like now. And I'm going to see if anything's going on over at the YouTube page. No, probably not. Here we go. Let's see. And here's Karen's birthdays.
Karen's birthdays, it's time for Karen's birthday. Karen's birthdays, it's time for Karen's birthday. Karen's birthdays, it's time for Karen's birthday. Karen's birthdays, it's time for Karen's birthday.
Let's get on to our
birthdays.
Big finale, or the finale. Let's go out in epic fashion with Karen's weekly look at the birthdays of those who make the movies. Here we go.
All right, so we're going to start off our birthday celebration this week by wishing a happy birthday to Bill Nighy, not the science guy, who turned 63.
It will never get old. That joke will never get old.
He turned 63, but I swear to God, he can play anywhere from 60 to 60. How long has this man been playing 60?
I love Actually, he looked 60.
He looked 60. It's kind of like, what's his name, Fish. He's still...
Abe Vigoda was born 82 years old.
He was,
Fish.
right?
Not a lot of people. Not a lot of people are going to go. Oh, Fish. I got it.
Thank
Yeah.
you. That was for you.
Yeah.
But
There you go.
when he was in The Godfather,
Luca
Brasi, he looked 60.
Yeah.
And that was
now
40.
He looks
2 years ago.
70.
Yeah.
It's amazing. But anyway, so Bill Nighy has all this range, and I just wanted to mention. To shout out to him because I do like him very much. I like the Bill Nighy. Also, I want to wish a happy birthday to a friend of the show, Ted Raimi,
Yes.
who
friend
was
of the
here
Hey, Mr. Raimi.
last week. He turns 47, and he can play anywhere from the brother Sam Raimi to one of our most awesome guests ever, except for Joe Canale, who is here right now. And when's your birthday?
March 31st.
Happy birthday.
Welcome to March.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know a lot about Ted Raimi, but I watched the show last week, and I wanted to say that big thank you to him for Stuart Saves His Family. I love that movie. And Mr. Raimi, this is the only way we've ever met, is just talking through this. I'm going to watch it again just to watch you do your line. I'm very excited about that. Have you seen Stuart Saves His Family?
No.
I have not.
Oh, it's
Very
so
underrated.
good. It's underrated, and I love that one of our U.S. senators. Is that true? Is the lead in it? So how much fun is that? Because
Fred Thompson's in that?
you are stupid.
Bernie Sanders
Bernie Sanders is in
is
a
a star of
movie.
it.
But Al Franken is fantastic in that, and I love Al Franken. I especially used to love on SNL when he would do the one-man mobile uplink unit. Did you guys ever see that?
Yes.
And now that's a reality. Like, that happens in
Right.
every war now. Kind of frightening.
And you know that friend of the show, Kevin Farley,
Yes.
Stuart Saves His Family, is his favorite movie of all time.
Get out
I
of
gotta see
here.
that.
Kevin.
Is that my go to jail movie?
Oh, no. Oh, no. No, it's
No,
a
no,
good
no.
movie, but we won't put you in jail.
Get out of jail.
And lastly, I want to wish a happy birthday to one of my favorite Ghostbusters, Ernie Hudson,
Hey,
who
One of my
turned
5 favorites,
67. Oh,
He's in the top 5.
he's in the top 5 of my favorite Ghostbusters. He could play anywhere from Winston Zeddemore to. I didn't have a lot of time to prepare, so I don't know if he played anything else. Did he play any
you
other?
didn't.
Did
yes,
he
but
play
a lot of
anything
other
else?
people know. Well, he was in
Oh.
Weeds, right? The movie with Nick Nolte,
Yeah.
All right.
and the Ghostbusters sequel.
All right.
There we go.
You know, and I also want to just say that if he had good Ghostbusting job, he would have been a better Ghostbuster. But he did not have good Ghostbusting job, Kiki. If they would just give him something to do, then he would be fine as a Ghostbuster. I can't even say it.
She does that for me,
It's too
Joe.
cold. It's Furley.
I love that.
But happy birthday to all those people.
Movie guys. All right, so that's one of the Karen's birthdays bits, one of the shorter ones. I'm going to take all your time up here watching that, but there's plenty to watch. Again, 37 of them I posted over the last year. Hey, I figured out a way to share stuff now with the share screen option. Here we go. It's not unlike Zoom. It's a thing. So let's see. We're going to do this, and boom. So let me share a couple things. First of all, bigger than it was. Here is the Karen's Army logo. No, it's not. It's not happening. Man. Chime in on the comments. How old am I? Because good Lord, this is this is fun. What a treat. Sorry, stop that. Let's try this again. We're gonna do this. We're gonna share the entire screen. And there it is. Oh, it's too much. So if I do this, does it work? Can people see the oh. All right. Well, I'll open it up. And there's the Karen's Army logo. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. It might have that Citizen Kane effect of the hallway with the, but this is it. And to join Karen's Army, it's very simple. Facebook.com/groups/Karen's Army page. And once again, the great Janine created this logo, and I'm thrilled that she did. So that is really cool. And now the other thing I wanted to share was the necklace. So here's Alexis with her A necklace, like she wore for her name in Schitt's Creek. And what we want to design, it's an idea from Amy Manginelli. I've never said it out loud. But former Amy Walters, an old college friend, had the idea, hey, let's take that A, put a B and a P with it, and we do the Always Be Producing necklace. It's something else we can raise money for the scholarship with. So that's the design she sent me based on the A from Schitt's Creek. So you're seeing all that there. I hope. Every time I switch over to see if you can see what I'm talking about, I get the whole thing with, there's like 1,000 different deals. All right. Now, one thing I did also want to share with you guys, and this is your doing. In the past, making donations to Karen before the scholarship was set up went to things like this. It's unpleasant, but we need to take a look at it because it was a long time coming. Karen's headstone was a chore, but got it done. Karen Volpe Preston, I think was how it first came out. But thankfully, they send you a rendering before they go and make the whole thing. So I said, guys, you got one thing you do. It's a headstone with the name. And you got the name wrong. So Karen Volpe Preston eventually. And they didn't even include the photo. I'm like, I paid $700 for the damn photo. So the photo is there. Her name is there. And of course, her now legendary in our circles and hopefully to the world soon slogan, always be producing, right there on the gravesite. And when I go, that's where I'm going. It's a dual plot, and I will say Paul Preston and I'll put underneath my name what Karen said. So there's that. And what made me feel real good today is I went to put these yellow flowers out there, and there were already some flowers there. The great Charlotte Carpenter had ponied up some cash to make sure there was a little flower pot, for lack of a better word, that's sort of embedded in the dirt there. So anyone who goes up can put flowers in it. And so someone took advantage of it. I don't even know who put the flowers there, but when I go and I see there are flowers already there, when I'm going to put flowers at the gravesite, it just warms my heart. So thank you so much, whoever did that. And that catches you up. And everybody who came over from YouTube. Sorry, gang. Thanks, StreamYard. Why would you tell me that the YouTube site has been deleted that we're streaming to right when I hit go live? Let's spend the next half hour on that. No, we probably shouldn't do that. Okay. So I was talking about the movie guys. I mean, Karen pushed me to do the movie guys. She said, like, you write these reviews. Why don't you just make a website so you can put them all up and everyone can see them? And, after a while, I started the whole website, and it led to podcasting, which led to the job I have now at Disney as one of the co-producers of Disney's official podcast. So all these little things that people do to support you lead from one thing to the next. And we're going to get more into that here a little later. So one thing I wanted to talk about as well. Oh, so when you see Karen's birthdays, a lot of people started wishing Karen happy birthday whenever to see that. No. Today's her birthday. She shares a birthday with Peter Mayhew. This is a great eclectic group of people. She shares a birthday with Peter Mayhew, Malcolm X, Kevin Garnett, Nora Ephron, and Andre the Giant. That's your flag football team right there. And not for nothing, Pat Roach, the tough guy who fought Indiana Jones in the plane and Raiders of the Lost Ark. So I found that attractive. Anyway, so Karen's birthdays, check it out when you can. Let's get on to Paul and the Doctor, because the other thing a year ago I wanted to put together was all these videos I did with Dr. Marvin. I called it Paul and the Doctor, and I was going to create paulandthedoctor.com, where I could put all these videos, which were previously just mostly Facebook live stream videos of me doing weird shit with my dog. Well, I never got to it. It's one of the things that fell by the wayside in all of my overreach in trying to put projects together. So now that Dr. Marvin is growling at God, I'd want to go back and try and put this whole thing together. So there's a couple of videos there that are at paulandthedoctor.com right now. It's a whole YouTube page. I'm going to load the thing up now that it's been a year. I've settled into kind of a groove a little more, and we'll have the chance to do that. But let's take a look at one just for fun, shall we? This one I like to call Paul and the Doctor, I Love You. And you are also there. Here we go. Hello, Facebook. Hey, it's Paul back with more adventures with my dog, Dr. Marvin. So let's go meet him. And we have a special guest.
Hello, Facebook. Hi, guys.
Karen's joining us. And there's Dr. Marvin.
Hi, honey. You want to do the shakes? Show people the shakes? Good boy. He's a good boy.
Yeah? Should I try that?
Yes.
All right.
Give him kisses.
Dr. Marvin, shake. Take a shake. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, what the... Yeah, that's accurate. Okay. So look for more Paul and the Doctor videos to go up now that I can focus on it a little bit. Let's talk about the Karen Volpe Comedy and Music Hour. We still have a lot of posters here. I have them up in the place. There's one there. There's a couple more up there. There's one. That's one. This was a show that Karen did for 9 months, cut tragically short by her passing. But who knows how long it would have gone. It was at the Viva Rancho Cantina, moved over to the Acme Comedy Space in North Hollywood. So I always like to celebrate it and what she did. And I'd like to bring back the Karen Volpe Comedy Music Hour and just call it that and just run it myself. Why not? Right? When the world returns, we'll see if we can't get that done. And of course, like this show tonight, perhaps, it never stopped at 1 hour. So I got someone who's going to perform for us. His name is Matt Merchant, and I loved when Karen introduced him. I looked up the clip we have online of Matt doing his set from the Karen Volpe Comedy Music Hour, and Karen introduced it as, "I want to bring up my friend Matt Merchant. He's been in a ton of musicals and stuff with Paul, and well, I've never worked with you. I hope you're good. I'm nervous. Anyway, here's Matt Merchant." That's vintage Karen. Then she went on to say, of course, he's been on ABC and NBC, and I am proud of Matt because he went full romantic leading man in a movie called A Holiday Boyfriend, opposite Olivia Dunkley, who's another friend, and who also wrote and directed the film. And some of you out there may know, and if there's anyone from Universal. Do you know what The Holiday Boyfriend is? It's I need a holiday boyfriend just for the holidays, so I show my parents that I'm not, a tool or whatever. But will they fall in love? I wonder. Matt and Olivia appeared on the Movie Guys, and we talked about their film, and that's got quite the hit count, like 4,000 plus people checked it out. So he's reaching the lady who played the childlike empress in the Never-Ending Story type numbers. Although you're never going to touch Mark Borchardt from American Movie. So let's bring out my buddy Matt. Let's see, Matt, you with me? Let's see. Let's get Matt in here. Hey-oh, there he is.
Hey.
Matt, I'm going to take you full screen and then talk to the people, man.
Okay. Hello. Hey, everybody. I guess we're going to see if this is working. Paul, you'll come in and let me know if it's not. Yeah, Karen and I had never really met, and then I loved her instantly, of course, and we both had a mutual love of music. So for tonight, I want to talk about music for a second. Can we bring back Schoolhouse Rock? Can we bring back that show, please? It was one of my favorites growing up, and I want to bring back Schoolhouse Rock because I do teach. And I'm a big fan of music, and I want to bring back Schoolhouse Rock, and I want to do like a President's Speak Schoolhouse Rock, because when I was in school, I had to learn the Gettysburg Address. It was kind of a pain in the ass trying to learn Gettysburg Address, and I think it'd be a lot easier if we just set it to music, So I'm not going to say I have the greatest taste in bands, but these are the artists that I would get to help us out with President's Speaking on Schoolhouse Rock. So for Gettysburg Address, I'd get Green Day, 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth upon the nation. Be kind of fun. I'd get James Taylor. He could do FDR. James Taylor would do FDR. Every cloud has a silver lining. Be kind of cool. I get Alanis Morissette to do Teddy Roosevelt. She'd make it oddly sexual, She'd be speak softly, and she'd dip her chin and give you that Alanis look. Carry a big stick. I don't know how women do that. They dip their chin and they look up, and it's subtle, it's demure, it's sexy. When a man dips his chin and looks up, it's a Clockwork Orange, right? It's just terrifying. It's terrifying. Anyway, I'd get for Bill Clinton, I'd have to get like a 60s group, Shangri-La's or something. One of those groups that claps at the beginning of a song, it would go. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Monica Lewinsky. And then Dream of Dreams, I'd sing it myself, I think. But I would get like a power ballad group to join me. I'd get Chicago or Journey, something like that. And we would sing this guy. I did try and fuck her. She was married. I moved on her like a bitch, but I couldn't get there. And she was married. Then all of a sudden I see her. She's now got the big phony tits and everything. She's totally changed her look. I gotta use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. Just kiss. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Grab them by the pussy. You can do anything. And normally I try to keep vulgarity out of my act. It kind of demeans what I'm going for. Sometimes it's fun to just sound presidential, And if you listen to the last 4 words, it's kind of an uplifting speech. You can do anything. I believe in all of you. I love you all. You can do anything. Thanks for this, Paul. And thank you for all of this. Happy birthday, Karen. I love you. I miss you. Thank you. Bye. Paul, you're on mute.
Good Lord, I'm like 90 years old today. Fucking hell. I'll say it again. I'm not a cat. Yeah, Karen did Schoolhouse Rock live back in the 90s in Chicago. They had the first cast, and then she was part of the second cast, which ran for well over a year at the theater building and Victory Gardens, I think, for a bit, and then went on tour, and she did malls and festivals, that kind of stuff, state fairs and things. I think she did a show and opened, like, she performed in the same stage that night Van Halen performed on. Like, she did a show for the kids that night. So she always said, I opened for Van Halen, which take that and run, right?
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Nancy Clayton, who's watching here, your co-star from Holiday Boyfriend.
Hello, Nancy.
My manager. So I see she's chiming in on the chat there. All right, Matt, you are the man. Thank you so much. I think I'm gonna send you off. We'll see how it goes.
We're going to give it a shot. Bye, everybody. I'll miss you.
There he goes. All right, so let's get to the Karen Volpe Legacy Fund. Oh, let's try this again, shall we? This was fun before. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. We'll share the entire screen. Again, we'll go Citizen Kane on this shit. This is the Karen Volpe Legacy Fund. It started last year, thanks to the Chautauqua Region Community Foundation. And this is the old graphic from last year with the National Comedy Center's logo on there as well. Now, the National Comedy Center is in Karen's hometown, so I always wanted them involved with this scholarship. They don't create scholarships, though, but they are going to endorse this one, which is really nice. So in moments they get to, talk about what Karen meant to, Jamestown and what she, how much she loved her hometown. This is, I'm thankful for them, and I'm thankful for Rich Ryan at the National Comedy Center as well, and other folks who will support this fund. So let's get to some facts. Now, you guys have chimed in and done a great job with supporting this. The Karen Volpe Preston Legacy Fund will go to assist female graduates of a Chautauqua County high school majoring in theater arts with an interest in comedy as a career. Preference will be given to applicants with a background in performance and comedy. So that was my key. I wanted this to be given to somebody in the neck of the woods where Karen grew up, because if you're in that neck of the woods, you need a nudge. And so that's the goal with this, not just, monetarily, but hopefully in winning a scholarship like this, you're just encouraged to pursue your careers. So this is the statement of activity I got from the foundation about our contributions. Bam! $13,522.70. Thank you. Crazy impressed by everything you're giving up there. Everyone who donated and will continue to. Great. And please continue to, if you haven't, because here's how it works. This is how an endowment fund works, and I never knew this, but I looked it up. I was told all about it. You have a fund, and the interest from that fund every year is what you give away. So this fund will just go on forever. We don't have to keep raising money to give that money away. We have $13,000, and right now what's available to make a grant is $372. Now, what I will do each year is add more to that to make sure that every year we give away at least 500. But if we can get up over 20,000, 25, whatever, then the percentage of interest we're giving away each year will go up. So it's just more and more money every year that we could give away with the scholarship. So that's how it works, and that's why we should keep giving to it. And we gave our first one away. So we have given out our first scholarship, and the recipient is, to me, a bullseye for what I was looking for. From that area, looked interested in theater, has worked at the Comedy Center itself. So she is, and a female, of course, like I said. Sorry, guys, that's who it's going to. Because here's the thing. There are about 3 people in Jamestown, New York area who have ever succeeded on a national scale in comedy. Lucille Ball, Laura Keitlinger, from the old SNL days. If you remember her, she was a featured performer a lot of the time. Does stand up, I think, had other shows and podcasts now. And Karen, I'm trying to think if there's other people, let me know, because at least Karen's in the top 5, because 20 years in LA, getting on America's Got Talent and Gong Show and working in comedy festivals across the country and, getting on other shows and performing with her band and, doing commercials and working on a couple shows with Ryan Seacrest and all this other stuff. She's done a lot. And so in that area, it's sometimes tough to get out there and achieve or believe that you can. So, that's, again, going on about why I did this. And I said we gave away a scholarship, and I would like to introduce you to the recipient. Her name is Lily Melquist. There she is.
Hey.
Hi, Lily.
Hi.
And get this, not only all the other things I said is Lily all about, but she's going to Fredonia, the exact alma mater that Karen and I went to and where we met. How was your first year?
It was pandemic. It was interesting.
Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, someone was telling me about you were telling me that Hendricks Hall, the hall I was in as a freshman, is just like the quarantine hall.
Yep.
Wow.
That's, yeah. And
People
my window
weren't even
looked
there.
right out to it, and I was just like, you could see who was quarantining, but that was the quarantine dorm this year.
Wow, that was so cool. But now it's for sick people. No euchre going on there, I imagine. So this is cool because Lily wanted to make money. So even though she performed in high school, she's studying tech theater at Fredonia. Did you work on shows this first year?
I did. I got to do one show. We did Songs for a New World, but it was like all filmed and everything. It's actually still going on to watch if anybody's interested. But
what on
yeah,
YouTube, or is there a Fredonia page for it? Or
there is a link for it somewhere. But you probably, if you searched up Fredonia Songs for a New World, you probably could find it. But yeah, it's streaming through Sunday. But
well, that'll go on the Karen's Army page. So absolutely, we'll share that around.
All right. But yeah, we did that. And I assistant stage managed that show. So I mean, it still really wasn't. I got to do as much as you can during a pandemic, but we filmed it also. It was very different than what I feel like I normally would have gotten. I don't know what I normally would have gotten. I just know it wasn't what I got. But I still had a great year despite the pandemic. Very successful, I'd say.
Well, you're so you that you almost didn't make it here tonight because you're helping out with your high school's musical, right?
Yeah, I was like, I might as well. I've missed it, and might as well go back and help out.
And you still know people there? Jamestown High School, right?
Oh yeah, most of my friends are seniors this year. So,
what did you do at the National Comedy Center?
I work there. I do. Pretty much all like the floor stuff. I've done admissions, I've done merchandise. I also work at the comedy centers also with the Lucy Desi Museum, so like I'll be over there and do merchandise and admissions there, but most of the time it's before COVID it was spraying down and just getting the fingerprints off and helping people out. Now it's making sure everything's sanitized once an hour. And just making sure everything's sanitized and everything, and make sure people are wearing their masks correctly and that fun stuff.
Yeah, which is hilarious. Nothing says comedy quite like making sure a railing is clean.
Yeah.
And if Karen were here, what she would tell you about your studies, right? Like, what would she say to you right now if you were like looking to pursue this career like you are at your age in this neck of the woods?
Don't get pregnant.
Don't get pregnant. Damn straight. That's what she would say. Of course, now if you want a family and you find the right person and that's your dream, great. But it was hilarious. Every time we would go back and teach, Karen would say, "Hi, kids. We're going to learn improv today. First, don't get pregnant. Don't get pregnant at 16. Say, hey, you made it out of high school without getting pregnant."
Yeah, you do see a good number of people getting pregnant at my school.
Yeah.
And in the area. Not a ton, but I mean, you definitely know people. I feel like compared to sounds like from what you said, like compared to Hollywood, I feel like it's not as much.
Yeah, or Oneonta, where I grew up, but still, it's a thing, because
I think I remember hearing a statistic a couple years ago. It has like one of the highest teen pregnancy rates in the country.
does it really? She always just
I'm
made
not-
that joke,
That's not a fact. I'm not fact checking that. That's not 100%, but from what I've heard.
but probably, right? But probably, right?
Yeah, it would not
Yeah,
surprise me. I would
that's
be
right.
surprised if it wasn't.
Right. All right. Well, listen, you got a whole road of Fredonia ahead of you, and I had 4 years there, and there'll be people watching this, and a whole bunch of people on Facebook who also went to Fredonia. And this is the deal: it's going to be different with this scholarship. We're not just giving you $500 and saying off you go, good luck. I am going to make myself a resource for you with anything you need. So you let me know. You want to know about, and you said, what are the 3 cities you're interested in? I know it's still like 3 years away, but what were you interested in?
Mostly Orlando, but like Hollywood or New York.
Yeah. So big places where there's lots of places to hire someone doing your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by now, I mean, I know people who live in all those cities. Fredonians have spread out to all of those cities as well. So don't hesitate to use us as a resource. And everybody watching this who's a Fredonian, let me know what you can do when I come to, one day, and that day may never come. I will ask a favor of you, and then it'll be helping out Lily. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
And thank all of you.
Yeah. All right. So we got to keep the money. I had to give you that $500 so you can get off-campus housing eventually, right? You're not going back to the dorms, are you? Those COVID-ridden dorms.
There's I'm living at this place called a townhouse next year. It's like it's like on the far side of campus. They like opened it, I want to say like not that long ago, but I have like my own bedroom, I have a kitchen. It's pretty fancy.
They're on campus townhouse?
Yeah, it's on campus, but it's
Wow.
like off campus.
Wow. That's
Like on the far
see,
side,
things have
like
changed.
over by the baseball fields and stuff.
Yeah, for Fredonians watching, there's a Starbucks now. I mean, everything's different. It's
And
all
the Starbucks
changed.
is part of the meal plan. So there's a Starbucks, there's a Tim Hortons.
It's part of the meal plan. Good Lord. I mean, we thought we didn't have any. Yeah, we thought we blew our money in the past, but if it was part of the meal plan, forget it. That money would have gone so fast. All right. Well, thanks again for coming on, and we're thrilled that you won this thing. Anything you need from here on out, just go out there and get your education, but don't hesitate to ask, and don't settle, and have fun.
Thank you.
Right on. That is the great Lily Melquist. How about that? We're doing a thing. I was thrilled to find that out. If you stay tuned to the Karen's Army page, there is a big article that appeared. Someone already referenced it here on the comments. Oh, and also I'm going to answer a question somebody asked in the comments, but it's going to take 1 second to bring up a website here. I know. Please hold. I don't have any hold music. Sorry. But this is your link to donate, I believe. Yeah, no, it's not coming up. Come on now. Oh, there it is. All right. It's a .org. That's how I screwed up. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the comments for someone who requested it. There it is. crcfonline.org/Karen Volpe Preston. Oh, it was posted twice. There you are. So if you want to donate, keep it going. And again, when it comes time to give away the award this year, and there's $372 on there, I'm going to want to at least bump that up to $500, and then keep the till growing from there for future awards. So again, congratulations, Lily. You'll see my T-shirt, Always Be Producing. As you know, there was a big phrase of Karen's, and I was amazed coming out of her passing and the videos where she talked about the phrase Always Be Producing, how much producing people did. And so I have a nice full list of things people have done. I just want to share a few of them. Jen Yates has just joined us. All right, Jen, were you over at YouTube? Because that was a fakakta shit show. Sorry. Chris Sapienza, old buddy of mine from the cruise ship, started a as soon as the pandemic went down, he hopped on his mic, fired up a camera, and started doing shows online. Always be producing. Lee Ryder finished her book. She told me as much, that it was, I got to get this done because Karen would have wanted it. Always be producing. My friend Lorraine started a job in Alaska. Mikey Schwinn, who I saw on here, and Amber Schwinn fired up their Glamour Days show, which I was proudly a part of a year ago, and now they have a podcast. Look up the Glamour Days podcast. If you got a link for that, Mikey, don't hesitate to put it in the comments. It's fun. They talk about all sorts of vintage stuff, and there are a couple of performers as well, so it's interesting to listen to. We've had Roxanne's Trail Runs. Amy didn't create just the little ABP logo that you saw, but she created a lot of the t-shirts and other things you saw for Karen's Army art. Jen McPartlin, who was here, donated to the musicals at Richter in Karen's name. My friend Sue Josephson, one of Karen's best friends, opted to get healthy and told me about it. Said, look, I got to be producing even just the body to get to everything in its shape. My friend Matt was seeking out health care as well based on Karen's videos. Tom Walker started some artwork. Mike Palmer started some artwork. My old Fredonia buddy Mike, and he gave me some of it. Look at that Black Panther. Is that the most badass thing you've ever seen or what? Mike created that, and he's created paintings, and he sent me a Star Wars one, and he's doing all sorts of stuff. And now that the movie theater is open where he would display these, there's going to be new stuff there in Corning, New York. He puts it all over the walls of the movie theater, and I'm proud of him. People sent me stickers. They were inspired to make ABP stickers. Chris Weissard, my friend Alicia Dowling, made the shirt and created the logo, and that's going to be appearing on more things. And my friend Zach Teagan did the same. He sent me some stickers as well, that now that I'll be able to go out to places, they're going to start getting slapped. Vanessa my friend Vanessa Whitney sang one of her original songs at an open mic. She said, look, I got to get out there and produce. I'm doing that. Tracy Tabb, my dear friend Tracy, is thinking of changing one of her careers and pursuing a new line of work based on how she cared for Karen when she was ill. My friend Nick James fired up stuff, told me always be producing, really inspired him. My friend Michael Montiel went to an audition. Michelle Starwalt wrote a whole article on Karen for the Fredonia Shakespeare Club. That I'm going to put up this week on the Karen's Army page, so look for that. It's a whole, I got a phone call, and they interviewed me, and they interviewed Karen's brother Bob, and we talked all about her. So they just wanted to profile Karen and everything she did, and I thought that was really cool. Chris Kyler wants to start a scholarship. He was a guy we taught at Jamestown Community College many moons ago, and he wants to do what I did for Karen for a friend of his who was inspired by Karen. And if you've seen Bob Volpe's drum kit, go to the Karen's Army page and look up Bob Volpe's drum kit. That logo is all over his drum kit. Again, the great Janine the Machine's logo, which is cool. So lots going on, and Karen as ever inspiring people here and in the great beyond as well. Let's see. Oh, hang on a sec. I'm getting a video here. All right. Well, you may remember, if any of you saw the May the 4th, 2019 Karen Volpe Comedy Hour, May the 4th be with you. We did a whole Star Wars show. This guy, I was dressed like Han Solo, and he shows up, and he started razzing me. Started doing basically like roast humor about me dressed as Han Solo. He was kind of a dick, and he sent a video that he wants to play. Let's hear from, see if I get the name right, Boba Fett.
Great to be here. Great to be here at the second annual Karen Volpe birthday celebration, ladies and gungans. Yes, it's me, Boba Fett, the bounty hunter of comedy, coming to you via holographic transmission from the Sarlacc Pit. That's right, the best comedy club in the Dune Sea on the east side of the Great Pit of Carkoon on Tatooine. That's right, Tatooine. What a wretched hive of scum and villainy. I thought being slowly digested over a period of 1,000 years was bad. Playing this comedy club is even worse. Tatooine is the biggest Sith hole in the galaxy, and the Dune Sea is the worst neighborhood on the planet. It's like North Hollywood with blue milk. I'm just cloning around. Lots of great neighbors here in Tatooine. We've got Tusken Raiders. Hey, question. How do Tusken Raiders cheat on their taxes? They always single file to hide the numbers. I'm just cloning around. Hey, Darth Vader is here. Darth Vader, sup, Anakin? Hey, I know COVID is real, but don't you think you're overdoing it with all the PPE, the masks, the gloves? Talk about virtue signaling. Look, you're a murderous, tyrannical overlord, but you don't want to infect anybody? We get it. Question. Why didn't Padme Amidala want to fuck Anakin Skywalker? He only had Sith inches. Just cloning around. Hey, I'm not here to roast Vader. No. I'm here to roast this despicable smuggler and rebel scum, Handjob Solo. Solo is so old, he doesn't need carbon freezing. He needs carbon dating. That's a paleontology joke. I knew you dig it. Solo is so old. When he was born, Emperor Palpatine was an Emperor Palpatoddler. I'm just cloning around. He's so old, I think Indiana Jones said it best. That belongs in a museum. He's so old. When he was born, the Pico Syndicate didn't even control the spice mines on Kessel. Am I right, people? Am I right? I'm just cloning around. Princess Leia is here. Yeah. Leia divorced Han because he was so bad in bed. She got more action from that snake in the trash compactor than she did from Han. Yes, sir. Yes. Out there on Zoom. I know. It's called a Dianoga, okay? I get it. Han is so bad at sex because, as everyone knows, Han shoots first, usually before he gets his pants off. Just cloning around, folks. Whoa, don't shoot. They're just jokes. Han was always saying the wrong thing. Han asked Leia to show him her home planet. She handed him an ashtray. He was pissed until she told him he was getting mad for all the wrong reasons. Get it? All the wrong reasons. That's funny. Whoa. Hey. Leia was the perfect wife for an antisocial guy like Han Solo. He got to meet her ex-boyfriend and her brother at the same time. I'm just cloning around, folks. Nobody looks good after your son kills you with a lightsaber. But hey, what do you call Han Solo after his son kills him with a lightsaber? A Sith kebab! Whoa! Thanks, everyone. That's my time. I'm Boba Fett, and I'm just cloning around. Happy Karen's birthday, everyone. May her force be with you always.
Oh my good Lord, I've muted the whole time. Good luck. My life. Let me tell you about my life. I'm an old man. I was just thanking Jeff Hopkins. That's Jeff Hopkins, ladies and gentlemen, who did the thing is I went on mute because during Jeff's thing, you don't want to hear this. I'm doing the thing. I got stuff going on. I'm very busy. But then, oh well. So I'm back. Anyway, that's Jeff Hopkins. It was either he shows up as Boba Fett or as his retro Batman Adam West character. Either way, the guy's hilarious. He had to work, so he sent in a video, and I'm very thankful for that. He's funny. I am not a cat, Megan, my niece. So let's get to one more thing, a couple more things I want to show you, and then we'll head you off just under the, well, probably not, just over the hour, because like I said, the Karen Volpe Comedy Hour always went over an hour. But I do have another video I want to show you guys, and it is the last thing I think Karen appeared in, and this is a short film based on a movie guy sketch that we all came up with. That would be Bart Caius and Karen and Adam Witt and myself. And then Adam fashioned it into a script. I went ahead and directed the script into this short, cast a few people in it, and I enjoy it. This is one of my favorite sketches that we've done. And Karen's in it, and it hasn't seen the light of day yet. So now it will. Here is The Pragmatics.
Every day, families move into haunted houses, determined to overcome the odds.
This is a beautiful split-level house with recessed lighting and a wonderful play area for the kids. The only thing is, some people say it's haunted.
But the forces of nature didn't know who they were messing with when they haunted the Pragmatics.
Well, then we won't buy or live in this house.
The Pragmatics are looking for a house. But in order to find it, they'll have to battle the forces of hell.
Hey, Mr. Pragmatic. You know, I've been living in this neighborhood for years. I gotta say, your house is definitely the most beautiful. You know, separate thought, many of the previous tenants have said they've heard screams coming from the basement.
Okay, then we'll fill the basement with cement and move out of the house.
The Pragmatics, the most logical family ever to move into a haunted house.
You're living in the McKintrick cabin, eh? The woods are cursed, you know.
Are they? Well, then we'll just clear cut the forest, sell the lumber, leave and never come back.
No demon, no spirit, no force of evil can match the logic of the Pragmatics.
Hey, honey. Audrey's been acting really weird since we moved in here. I just caught her sitting in a pool of her own urine, head spinning like a top, speaking in tongues.
Well, she is adopted. Let's return her, get her twin sister, who's not possessed, and move out of the house.
We'll never speak of this again.
The Pragmatics, they're coming to your neighborhood, but they won't be staying very long if things get weird.
Finally, our new house. Everybody in the car.
The Haunting of the Pragmatics, moving to your neighborhood briefly this fall.
Roll them up.
All right, that's The Pragmatics, and I'm hoping to get it out into festivals this year. Again, wanted to do it last year. You think there'd be plenty of time? Oh my God, am I muted? I'm not! Ha! Suck it! All right. I hope to get it out into festivals this year. Last year, it would have been nice, but because it's been in the can for a bit, but it didn't happen. So now I will make sure that happens. I've got my shit together, as I said, after the year you need to do that. So that is all I have. So thank you, everybody. Now, here's one thing I want to do for sure. I'm going to post this in the comments. The StreamYard was, well, what it was. It did allow me to play videos and stuff. But there's a Zoom link in the chat, and I hope that works. We can go hang out there afterward. All right. So this was not an interactive type of show. This was just a presentation of Matt Merchant, who was awesome, and getting to meet Lily Melquist and playing all the videos, and Jeff Hopkins sending in that video as well. But this Zoom is where we can do an after show hangout if you want. So if anyone's got time and a little something extra, click there and join me as soon as I'm signed off here. I'm going to take this, edit out the shit parts, and then go put it on YouTube for everybody who wants to watch it, because it says it's streaming, but the link is dead. There's nothing playing there, so I don't know where it's streaming. It could be anywhere. I don't know. It's very bizarre. So I'm going to leave you with one thing then before first some final thoughts. They always say the one thing people worry about most should they pass away is being forgotten. And the fact that you guys showed up here to remember Karen, and that you do it all the time on social media and in other ways and other places, many of which I've laid out here today with your Always Be Producing efforts, or simply just being inspired by something you see and putting it up to just remember Karen. It's obviously very touching and good to see. So I'm thankful that all of you continue to do that. And my life is going very well. I have someone else in my life named Susan, and you might have seen the photos I've put up online with our crazy adventures during quarantine. So she's been a lot and very helpful in helping me sort of get my heart together. And so that's been fantastic. And those are the two things I wanted to say before I sign off. And we're going to sign off on a high note. We're going to play Karen's music video, That Ain't Love. This was a song written by Chuck Pelletier, and I directed this video because we did one called Christmas Came Rushing, which I won't play here because it's May. But this one you can play anytime. It's tons of fun, and it's got a fun story. And it's I didn't thank a lot of the people in that Pragmatics video, but you got Adam Witt, you had Justin Bowler, you had Becca Pateau. This video has Calista Ruiz, you got Rena Strober, you've got who else is in it? Other people. You'll see, and I'll remember them, and I'll talk about it in the Zoom chat. So hopefully I'll see you over there. Anyone's got a few seconds, just hang out for a minute or two, say hello, and we'll get weird. But in the meantime, here is Karen's That Ain't Love video, remembering her on her birthday.
If it looks like love and feels like love, but it smells a little funny, honey, that ain't love. If he says to you that he'll be true, then you catch him in a whammy, mammy, that ain't love. He's such a sweet thing, he brought you half a dozen roses. He's such a sweet thing, comes by right after Rudy's closes. But then he's busy when Friday comes around. Is he working too late or is he hitting the town? If it looks like love and feels like love, but it smells a little funny, honey, that ain't love. If he says to you that he'll be true, then you catch him in a whammy, mammy, that ain't love. You met him online, he's got a DSL connection. Too bad that online they don't have cyber lie detection. 'Cause every time that he drops you off at night, you watch him leave and turn left, but girl, he lives to the right. If it looks like love and feels like love, but it smells a little funny, that ain't love. If he says to you that he'll be true, then you catch him in a whammy, mammy, that ain't love. When he blew his whole paycheck, you figured, what the heck, I'll give this guy a second chance. Sister, throw away your fears. This guy is smoking mirrors. Next time it disappears, you better get up, get out, go dance.